To get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And off we go from Tampa. And running with power here. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And bringing them out is one of the most exciting players in the NFL every season. A former MVP, it's Lamar Jackson.
Early part of his career, defenses really had to focus on his running ability, and they still do. But now, he's turned himself into a true dual-threat quarterback. When he plants his cleats in the ground and turns it loose, good things happen downfield.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down. Here's Jackson to throw. That's complete to DK Metcalf. On the move past the 40. Still on his feet. Touchdown, Jets. DK Metcalf. 69 yards. And the Jets are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Hey, baby, this ain't good enough for us.
And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And a glance here at the vet. He's got a lot of years under his belt in the National Football League.
The secret to his game and his success, incredible chemistry with each and every one of the guys who catches passes with him. And not only does he ask them to stay after practice or meet him before practice, he actually demands them because he knows if they have that kind of chemistry built up, it would be hard to beat each and every ball game.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Warner. That is caught. It's Calvin Johnson. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Calvin Johnson, 37 yards. And the Buccaneers are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This take it in at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. From the 38 now. Here's 2nd down and 7. Throwing is Jackson. Well, he short arms that one just a bit. It's low and incomplete.
Open man that time, man. They put a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Jackson. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down per minute and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Those are the ones you dream of as defenders. I think if he gets eyes on the ball a little bit earlier, he might come away with it. Instead, it's going to wind up as just an incomplete pass.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain. These two teams all tied after 1. The Jets with the football here to start the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Throwing the out route here, and it's complete to Kelsey. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now it's Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back 1st downs. This is 2nd and 8. Here's Jackson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. To throw again is Jackson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. A bad 3rd down mistake there.
Points were already on the board in their mind. And that's the worst part about it, right? Because it's just like in golf. Never count it in the cup until it rolls in there. Otherwise, you can really get messed up with your scores. In this case, you know they thought, hey, at least 3, maybe even a chance to get 6. It's a little bit demoralizing going off the field now that you've turned it over and you come up empty.
Yeah, if he holds on to that, at least the field goal on 4th down, now they lose it. Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. A play fake. Now Warner. Going up top for Kupp. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete. But the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So they take a decent shot, CD, and the flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the farther you get downfield, the more frenetic things get, and the more calm and controlled you have to remain as a defender. That was a little bit of a slip there, and the penalty will go against it.
Now a 2nd and 10. Back to the ground, this time Lynch. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Marshawn Lynch, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 14-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And one of the linebackers has got it. And now he's got him at a great spot at the 8-yard line here, 1st and goal.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, that great field position. He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. 2nd down. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
From the 7 now, it's 3rd and goal. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 4th down, Warner. And he pulls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Cooper Kupp from 4 yards out. And the Buccaneers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy hit a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This taken in right around the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. We're just about set for our next drive, and it gives us a chance to remind you of all the goings-on in the EA Sports Madden Championship Series. It got started back in early September. Henry was your winner in the ultimate kickoff with his record 6th title. We're coming up on another big one. It's the Zero Chill Challenge that comes your way Wednesday, December the 6th. Tune in and see what the fun's all about. 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific on the EA Madden NFL. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
This drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sacked on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rip, and they get off the field.
This time they stay on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. It's taken to the 26. He gets away from one. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
All right, so we skip the rest of halftime and get set for the third quarter.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Bucs offense set to begin this third quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working.
There he goes, left side. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Marshawn Lynch. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bucs come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield of the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half.
And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half. And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now a handoff inside and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half. And down 3 scores, a lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down.
Jackson now. On the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack.
Here's Riley Dixon now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. A
big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Here's a 2nd and 5. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, they go Lynch. Pushing his way through. Still shedding tackles. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Only a yard on the gain there as time will run out on this 3rd quarter of play. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the 4th quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. Good gain there on first down. It keeps him in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They're in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. McCaffrey going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. McCaffrey, and he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Christian McCaffrey punching it in from a yard away. And the Bucs up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. New York set to take the field. CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Underneath, he's got Olsen, and this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level. This since the break. And you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Play action. It's Jackson. Looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we made one more play, could have our shutout.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up?
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Boswell for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. They had the short field and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. New York's offense back out there and set to go. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Ted Hendricks. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. And with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. This is McCaffrey on the give. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally, because here they are in the final moments of the 4th, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
I'm not a big believer in 110%, but it certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys just can't go with less. As long as there's time left on the clock, they're pushing to get to the end zone one more time. They don't really care about what the optics show. They just want to finish the game off the way that they like to play it. Full speed, all out.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. 2nd and 10. One last shot for Jackson. Now he brings it in off the deflection. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Well, this game, it was well in hand early, never really in doubt. Charles, you and I do so many games together. There's so much parity in the NFL, a lot of close battles. This was not one. Tip your cap to them for a really impressive effort.
Yeah, and you know, as the game went on, I think the defense kind of got together and said, you see our guys on offense, they're just putting up point after point.
to get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time.
And they'll be led out by a four-time Super Bowl champion elected to the Pro Football Hall of Fame back in the year 2000. This is Joe Montana.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
But not many guys who can blow up plays like Chase Young. He did it again there.
On second down, Montana. He'll drop. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
Following the fumble recovery, Warner. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he's taken down inside the 30. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now Warner. Looking for the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Justin Jefferson,
29 yards.
and the Bucs use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This taken in at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's got to clear his mind a little bit right now. One carry, and that carry was a lost fumble.
Clear his mind, clear his hands, and just let this one go. Sometimes it happens. You drop the ball, got a full game ahead of him, hand it to him again, see if they can start to produce.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Montana's throw taken in by Moss.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Here's Peyton up the middle. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
This will be caught by Randy Moss. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 16. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession.
as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now a give, it's Peyton. And he loses the football a second time. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Okay, ready? 1st and goal, Dallas.
To throw is Montana. And he's got it. And he will be out of bounds after a nice pickup. And that will also lead us to the 2-minute warning. Peyton diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown.
Sometimes offense can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the...
And oh, it's blocked. The Bucs pick it up. The big fella. And he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. Well, you figure with a veteran kicker out there, these extra points almost automatic, but this one turns into 2 points the other way.
And we both know it's hard to put it on him. I think there's a breakdown in the protection, but guess what? It does go against his record.
So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. And bulldozing his way through. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
That is pulled in by a diving Kelsey. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
Every guy that plays this game has plenty of people around him that are concerned for his health and well-being. He had no regard for his body on that catch at all, did he?
Middle of the field diving to grab it? No, he didn't. It'll be Warner on 1st down. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Luke Kuechly coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Well, ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, a pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Joe Montana here going to the air on 1st down. That's complete to his running back, Peyton. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Montana's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Montana. Got a man. It's Randy Moss. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Second down and 3. Now Montana. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't it?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
He's going to find Jefferson open downfield. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Warner from the gun. And his throw is incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
That'll be caught. It's caught. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 32-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's first and 10 at the 32-yard line. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. Warner to throw. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Randy Moss, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Bucs take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is lets you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They will look to throw. Montana. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Shotgun. Here's Montana. He finds his man. Complete. It's Moss. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, it was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Operating out of the gun, here's Montana. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Attempt at 3 will have to come from the other end of the field as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. The kick by McManus is good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they can afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
On 1st down, Montana. And it's caught. Yeah, the Cowboys are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Here's Montana to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Alex Singleton. And the Bucs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
The Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. They'll try and wind down some clock with Lynch. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Lynch up the middle, fighting him off. And he'll get this up to about the 40. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. And he is going to have a Bucs 1st down. All smiles on that sideline. That should be the one to do it. Muscles him off. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And he is going to lose yardage here. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
This is 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He has Mayer complete. Here comes 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
He'll drop to throw. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Well, they've certainly had trouble unlocking this defense through 3.5 quarters. So I don't expect it to get any easier now. You know they're going to be sitting back and waiting on everything, and they force an incompletion there.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Going to try to throw for it with Montana. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Here's 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the 1st down sack. Montana, open man downfield is Chase. He's got it. And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Here's 2nd down. To throw is Montana. And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try. That was their only option. Make it kneel and call it down. And that's a tired defense out on the field right now. They desperately need a stop to get the ball back to their offense, but they're having trouble getting that done. Another gut-wrenching run right there.
And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. Charles, in these lower-scoring games, you know it better than anybody. Points are at such a premium, but taking care of the football is king. They play turnover-free from whistle to whistle, and they... get us started now. The kicker, Chris Boswell. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. They'll be led out by their electrifying signal caller, the former Virginia Tech Hokie, Michael Vick.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yards with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100-plus the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
The NFL's leading rusher in 2019 and 2020, Derrick Henry.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Vick readies to throw. Got a man. It's Randy Moss, complete.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Throwing, Vick.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On 3rd down, Vick.
That's complete to Parker Washington. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
2nd down, they go again with Henry.
Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Here's Michael Vick. Complete. It's Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. Vick to throw it. To the right side and complete to Washington. And he's got this down to the 35. 11 yards for number 11.
We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game. It will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. No score after 1 on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the 2nd quarter. As they've got it 2nd down and 11. Here's Vick.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield. And almost...
Well, he cannot get away. Down goes Vick. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And led out by their veteran quarterback. He's been around a while. They don't celebrate birthdays for him. They just cut him up, see how many rings he's got around the middle. He has been in the league a long time.
This guy's leadership is so important to how this offense functions. He doesn't shrink from any moments on game day, and everything he does with confidence. He sets the example in practice, off the field, and is the guy leading everyone out for each possession.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Warner. No hesitations, they go right back to Kelsey. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. To throw, Warner. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. On 1st and 10, Warner. Throwing left side, he's got Gronk, complete. And the Vikings are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Here's Warner. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Rob Gronkowski from a yard out. And the Vikings post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
You got it figured out by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Now, meanwhile, the throw by Vick incomplete. It was knocked away.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On 3rd down, Henry. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Let's take it inside his own 40. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Well, a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. It'll be Warner on 1st down. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Vikings. Marshawn Lynch, 47 yards. And the Vikings will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here's the dangerous Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill set to return it. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Dolphins taking over now late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
Bronco switch. No.
A first down throw coming for Vick. They set up the screen for Henry. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoor them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Pass midfield. Look out. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Minnesota. Yeah, people still trying to get back to their seats from the concession stand here at the start of the third quarter. Boom, we got points on the board.
And you just identified why the bulk of stadiums have increased presence in the concession areas, right? TVs, loudspeakers, so people can still follow the game. And right now, they're bummed out that they missed that big return to start this half.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Vick operating on first down. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Now here's Vick. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Moss. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Vick now. And this is going to be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Take it at the 37. That'll go as a 39-yard punt. Give him 9 on the return. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there's never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Play action. It's Warner. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Bravion Roy. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. 3rd and 19. A play fake. Now Warner. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. 39 yards on the punt. Give him just 1 yard on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football.
Check, alert, roll.
It's a play fake. Now Vick. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Chase Young in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. To throw, Vick. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. And right about now, you start to think, and maybe they're starting to think, gosh, maybe points aren't going to happen for us in this game.
Well, it's a thought that is worth having because so far in this game, this defense has not just had the upper hand. They've appeared to be a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps, to everything they've done. They've had an answer for everything this offense has thrown at them. Now
2nd and 3.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. 3 quarters in the books. Back now here on EA Sports. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey
With his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Vikings have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And it is 28-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Taken at the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And Vic's throw there incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Vic will look to throw on 1st down.
And he'll get it right back to Washington.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Vic to the air again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. They'll get 13 yards for the 2nd play in a row. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. On 1st and 10, here's Vic.
That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
On 2nd down, Vic again. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 13-yard line. They'll throw again. Here's Vic. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Ready, go.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early.
Ball start. Offense.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Throwing, Vic.
On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
And a quick throw here that's complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of the first. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
2nd and 5.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Warner to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete. Down the right sideline.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, they certainly have the look of a team with something to prove, don't they? All week, as we prepared for this game, we kept reading about how they said they're going to play a full 60 minutes this week. Has nothing to do with their opponent. No disrespect intended, but they wanted to be people of their word, playing this thing all the way out, trying to finish it strong.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes this 35-0 now. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the 4th quarter, facing the big deficit. Just what silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny. I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like 1 possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run, have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
Well, one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. To get us started now, the kicker Chris Boswell, and we are underway from Indianapolis.
Taking it about the 1. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time.
And they'll be led out by the rookie 6th-rounder out of Stanford, Tanner McKee.
For every rookie prospect, there are always nerves involved in this moment. Running your team out to start a game. But there's a reason they brought him in. We're willing to make him their starter today. They believe he can overcome those nerves and lead his team to a victory. We saw him do it at the collegiate level and really make himself into a leader and someone you can envision doing the exact same thing here in the NFL.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6.
McKee will look to throw it.
Got a man. It's Randy Moss complete. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. Fielded at the 33. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Now a 1st down throw. Warner. That's going to be caught by Moss. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a 1st down. Warner. And he's got this to Jefferson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another 1st down, this time on a gain of 19. Now Warner. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Now Warner.
And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson.
A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Vikings will jump on top with the game's 1st score here this afternoon.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 7-0. So that drive, 4 plays.
And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
2nd drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that 1st drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the 1st drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that 1st drive. I'll try to do better here.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. They'll come up now 3rd and 9. McKee.
And that is incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards.
And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here's Warner.
That's down the field to Moss, complete. Touchdown, Vikings!
Randy Moss, 47 yards.
And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
The Vikings with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. As they've got it as we resume action. Boswell on now to kick this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. A run by Foreman to start the drive. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
I think they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. After the run by Foreman, here's 1st and 10. Here's McKee. This one complete to Christian Kirk. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's 2nd down. Two minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Here's 2nd and 3. McKee now to throw. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
That is caught. And he will have a Cowboys first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. That'll be caught by Foreman. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's see, he'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. The Cowboys looking to get going again in a hurry. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. And McKee now. And he's going to go down again. Chase Young, 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That's pulled in at the 32. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Vikings going to take over now late in this first half. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. It'll be Warner on first down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Oh, and that is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A 2nd one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And Good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw, Warner. Got a man. It's Randy Moss. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Play action. It's Warner. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
On 2nd down, Lynch. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
On 3rd down, they go Lynch. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. You give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
From the 20, here's 2nd down and 1.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Christian McCaffrey taking it in from the 20. And the Vikings take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This taken in right around the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the 2nd half.
McKee to throw here. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
On 2nd down, here's Foreman.
And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Back to throw, McKee. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Champ Bailey.
He's on his way.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this 3rd quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick 6 is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here, and that one, it backfired in a big way.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This fielded right at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Possession of the football going back to the Cowboys. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
I Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Up the gut, McCaffrey shoves him away. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 47 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. McCaffrey running up the middle. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then 1 play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is, I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Looking to throw. McKee. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. McKee will look to throw it. They set up the screen to Foreman. He's up, and I think the ball's out. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. 23 yards, the final tally.
Partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series, because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Back to throw again. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. And now out comes Minnesota.
Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of times.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here.
He'll get this one to Kelsey. That's complete.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first. Here's Warner. This is caught. And he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Warner to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
So not just a blowout win for them today, Charles, but a shutout blowout win as well. Clearly just a